Hi there, Loy Machedo. Speaking to you from loymachedo.com, who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Today, the date is 4th March 2018. Time right now is 12:59. Always get that 59. Okay, got this question from one of my readers, youngster. The question is, Loy, how can I make money in India? Okay, now, first and foremost, a disclaimer, I'm not in India, so I wouldn't be able to tell you the nitty-gritties of India, but I can give you certain universal principles, how to make money anywhere in the world, even if it's India. Now, first thing you need to understand is there are a lot of people who are making money. There are a lot of people anywhere in the world. Let's say, for example, India, there are a lot of people who are making money in India. Now, those people who are making money, they are not going to share the secrets with you because obviously they want to protect their territory. The most simplest logic in order to make money is you buy something at one, you sell it for one plus something. So you buy it at lower value, sell it at a higher value. That's how you make money. That's how business run. Now the question is, how do you make money in India? To be more specific. Now, if you were to be like every other competitor, okay, I doubt you would survive. It's as simple as this. Let me make you understand. Okay, when I started my career as a trainer, I knew one thing: there are millions of trainers who are there who are like me. The millions of guys who are better than me, the millions of guys who are more educated than me. Then why should someone come to me? So, that's the most important question you need to ask yourself. Why should someone come to you? So that is where I thought to myself, okay, I don't have the experience, so I can't fake it. I don't have the expertise, so I can't manufacture it. So what do I do? How do I get a client? So if you want to start making money, first round up the people who are your friends. Okay, this is the most simple account. Round up the people who are your friends. Find out if they have a need. What is their need? And ask yourself, how can I give them, how can I solve this need of theirs, but give them more value? When you start doing this, giving them value for what they need, and you give them far and more beyond and make their life better, they would come to you for that particular service. So, talking about me, when I started my career as a trainer, I didn't have any client, I didn't have any customers. So what I did is I made a list of all the people that I knew, and I asked myself, what is their need? So obviously they would have different needs, but my specialization was training, so I could train them. And those days I didn't know any coaching, I didn't read any book, nothing. So I knew only public speaking. So I asked them, how many of you would like me to coach you for public speaking? So some people said yes, most said no. So the ones who said yes, first I gave them a free demo. Because obviously I was good at public speaking, so they enjoyed the free demo. After I finished the free demo, I asked them, okay, what is it that you're willing to pay me if I charge you? When you talk about money, not many people, you'll be surprised, many people, even if they're rich, they don't want to give money. So I got out of, let's say, for example, literally when I gave a free seminar, I got 100 people. But when I asked money, only 2 or 3, imagine, out of 100, 2 or 3 said, I'll pay money. People are ready to listen to me for 6 hours, but they're not willing to pay me for 1 hour. But out of those people who are willing to pay me, the first time I charged people, it was hardly $5. $5. And I said something is better than nothing. So I took the $5 the first time and I gave them a value. Then the second time I said, would you like to repeat it? And because I gave them far and more beyond $5, they said, of course, why? So from $5 went to $10, went to $20, $50. So it kept increasing over the period of time because I kept thinking ways and means how I can add more value to them. And that is where, from public speaking, people said, Loy, how about, I took feedback on it. They said, how about teaching us something more than public speaking? So I said, what do you want? Give us some useful information. So then I started reading books and I started sharing. People didn't have time to read a full book. So I would take the best parts of the book and share it with them. So, my business started to grow and started to improve. So in the same way, if you're talking in India, you find out what you're good at. Find out what you're good at, what you really excel, okay? Find out what you're passionate about, because keep this in mind, don't just run behind money, because money, at some point money will become boring. But if you do what you're passionate about, what you really like, what you really enjoy, it becomes worthwhile. I love talking, I love teaching, I love training, and I would do it for free. I'm telling you, that's how passionate I am about it. And given the fact that I can make money on what I'm really passionate about, there's nothing like it. I know there is a school of thought that says, okay, don't go for your passion, go for work. some days work can get really boring. But here's the thing: if you cannot capitalize on your passion, then fine, you have to go to work. Okay. So making money in India is finding out what anywhere in the world. First, find out what you're good at. Find out what people will be willing to pay you money, and obviously capitalize on it. Now, the thing about, especially in India, there's a lot of competition. There are too many people who are doing it, so you cannot survive and sustain if you were to do like everyone else. If you read the book Blue Ocean Strategy, what he says is everyone is doing one particular thing. If you also jump into it, then you will not survive. It becomes like the red ocean of competition, okay, like blood. So how do you survive? How do you become this fresh new concept? You need to think of something that is totally different, something that is totally creative, and most important, which nobody talks to you about, is the loopholes of the system. Find out the loopholes. Now, for me in Dubai, what I found out is I kept checking the loopholes. What are the loopholes? What was it, something that nobody else was thinking about? What I do is I work through the loopholes. So where everyone was opening up a company and taking formal registrations and going to other companies, I started doing informally. So without opening a company, I was able to save money without actually going to a corporate company and having all the legal documentation. I did it one-to-one, which kind of cut down time. Instead of doing it in an expensive hotel, I did it at my home. I told people I'll cut down the cost. What can you do? So people started bringing food from their house, so I was able to cut down costs. And another loophole that I did is, instead of just keeping it very formal, I kept it casual. We would watch some educational movies here and there. So I made it fun. So you need to find out what are the loopholes in the system that other people are not capitalizing on and give them the added extras. And that is how you would survive. End of the day, remember, whether it's India, whether it's Africa, whether it's anywhere in the world, always keep your expenses as low as possible. Try to give the customer or client a lot of value. But most important is, ask for money. Don't do it for free. I have always taken money in advance, 100% and full. Okay, so I don't have to chase people for money. And if you were to do that, I think you'd succeed. End of the day, it's all about a trial and error process. You need to keep trying to see what works, what doesn't work, and eventually you will get there. Okay, it's a learning process. There's no one size fits all. But please keep in mind that there's no shortcut. There is no shortcut. It's a learning process. There's no one size fits all. If it worked for me, doesn't mean it'll work for you. You need to keep experimenting and find out what works. Okay? Because at the end of the day, money, everyone is running behind money. Everyone wants to make money. And the person who really makes money is the one who has suffered, who has paid a price, who has had his expenses, who has made plenty of mistakes, and that is how he has learned. So I hope this really helps you. Oh yeah, and as a bonus, if you can get yourself a business mentor or a business coach, there's nothing like it. So Loy from LoyMachedo.com, who's Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding, sharing with you his views on how you can make money in India or anywhere in the world. And yeah, one bonus point is, remember, recommendations and references is the key to moving forward. So I hope these points help you. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Didn't like it, give it a thumbs down and put your comments. Love to hear from you. This is me saying goodbye for now. Take care.